This is ERi-TV, dear viewers. Welcome to English News Broadcast with me, Bersabet Taghle. These are the major headlines for today. Eritrea participates at International Civil Aviation Organization session. Commendable dairy farming activity in Aurdet subzone. Iran continues missile attack on Iraq's Kurdistan. And Nobel Prize in Chemistry is awarded to 3 scientists. On your local news, Eritrea is participating at the 41st session of the International Civil Aviation Organization that is taking place in Montreal, Canada from 27 September to 7 October. At the session, Eritrea is represented by Mr. Paulos Kahzai, Director General of Civil Aviation Authority of Eritrea, and Mr. Samuel Okbu, Head of Consular Affairs of Eritrea in Canada. Speaking at the event, Mr. Paulos Kahzai indicating that ensuring safety and security are inseparable components in the aviation sector, said that Eritrea, by all standards of aviation, has ensured the safety and security, and that since defining its airspace in February 2000, no accident has been registered that Eritrea is accountable for. Indicating that there were falsities of defamation to cover up the truth through politicizing the aviation issue, Mr. Paulos said that the International Civil Aviation Organization has moral responsibility to condemn the double standard. Mr. Paulos also said that Eritrea, in accordance with its integrated socio-economic strategy, has built with its internal capacity an airport in the port city of Massawa that meets the international standard, and the Asmara airport has been developed by putting in place the required infrastructure and providing efficient and timely service. Mr. Paulos also said that the Aviation Training Center of Eritrea that received letter of recognition from the international organization for meeting the required standard is contributing in the human resource development. The Eritrean delegation has also conducted discussions with various officials of the International Civil Aviation Organization, focusing on alleviating the existing challenges and development of Eritrea's aviation. Proceeding with your news, Mr. Usman Mahamoud, livestock resources expert, said that the vegetables and fruits farmers in the Aurdet subzone have introduced successful dairy farming activities. Mr. Usman went on to say that the few vegetables and fruits farmers that introduced dairy farming are influencing others to follow their example. Mr. Osman also called on the dairy farmers to follow the advice provided by the agricultural experts and develop their farming activities. In the same vein, meeting on the implementation of the Chartered Out Development Program was organized in Fotosawa subzone on 3 October, in which area administrators as well as representatives of the public took part. Speaking at the meeting, Mr. Abubakar Mohammed, administrator of the subzone, called for strengthening organizational capacity and participation in the implementation of the development programs. Mr. Abubakar also called for judicious use of the grazing lands and earnestly working for the development of their livestock. On your last local report, we have an announcement from the Ministry of Health. 2 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 and tests is carried out today at testing station in the central region. On the other hand, 2 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospital in the central region have recovered fully and have been discharged from the facility. The total number of recovered patients has accordingly increased to 10,067, while the number of deaths stands at 103. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 10,175. Ministry of Health, Asmara, October 5, 2022. Coming up will be international news after the short break. Welcome back. Iran yesterday renewed its artillery attacks on Iraq villages and border towns north of the city of Erbil, the capital of Kurdistan region, causing fires in forest areas and other material damages and displacing dozens of families. Kurdish media outlets quoted security sources in the Peshmerga as saying that the Iranian artillery shelling targeted the Horani area within the Saran district north of Erbil without causing any casualties. The Iraqi Kurdish security sources said the new attack also targeted the Sidikan and Balkaitis sub-districts of the Saran district north of Erbil. For days, the Iranian artillery has been shelling Kurdish cities and villages north of Erbil under the pretext of targeting sites of Iranian and Kurdish opposition groups and parties based in Iraq, whom Tehran accuses of orchestrating the new wave anti-government protesters following the death of the 22-year-old Mahsa Amini, who died in the police custody on 16 September. The Iranian shelling has so far killed 18 people and wounded 62, including women and children, and caused the forced displacement of residents of 6 villages who fled fearing for their lives. On today's last report, according to the Nobel Committee, Caroline R. Bertozzi, Morten Meldal, and K. Barry Sharpless were honored for their advances in click chemistry and bioorthogonal chemistry, work that has led to a revolution in how chemists think about linking molecules together, which could have important application in treating and diagnosing illnesses. Dr. Bertozzi is the 8th woman to be awarded the prize, and Dr. Sharpless is the 5th scientist to be honored with 2 Nobels, the committee noted. Shortly after Dr. Sharpless coined the concept of click chemistry, both he and Dr. Meldal independently discovered a chemical reaction called copper-catalyzed azide-alkyne cycloaddition, known today as the crown jewel of the click chemistry. Dr. Bertozzi, a chemist and professor at Stanford, has been able to apply this reaction to biomolecules in living organisms without affecting the chemistry of the cells she was observing. By pioneering a method for mapping biomolecules on the surfaces of cells, Dr. Bertozzi later devised a way to build click reactions or complex molecules inside living organisms. These so-called bioorthogonal reactions have since been applied widely to pharmaceutical developments in cancer, DNA sequencing, and material sciences. You're still watching us on ERi-TV, dear viewers, and now a recap of today's major headlines. Eritrea participates at International Civil Aviation Organization session. Commendable dairy farming activity in Al-Urdud subzone. Iran continues missile attack on Iraq's Kurdistan. And Nobel Prize in Chemistry is awarded to 3 scientists. Dear viewers, that was it for today. Thanks for watching and have a good one.